Yo, what's popping? Why did I do that? I'm such a cringe. But today I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on the hollow lip roll, which sounds like it's one of my more cleaner sounds, so I've also had a lot of time doing it. So I think I could do this. I know you guys were waiting on the nasal bass. I got some comments about it, but I was trying to explain it to somebody over Discord, and we ran into a problem because the way I explained it apparently isn't like easy to understand. So I'm gonna like give it more time trying to figure out like exactly like the details on it. You will see a nasal bass tutorial soon, I promise, okay? So the hollow lip roll is a lip roll that, as the name would suggest, you hollow out your throat, just like a hollow clop, hollow whistle, and like there's two hollow lip rolls this is actually like a lip oscillation, but people call it the hollow lip roll. And you got the inwards one. The inwards one is used by Synopsis a lot, which is Frenchman. I think Vice French champion last year, battled Alexinho. So it's also used by Zero sometimes, and Tilt sometimes. I think and Tilt's starting to use it more, which is good. I love that sound. Wally and Komodo, which you guys might not know, but you need to check out his like 2016 American Champs on Swiss Beatbox. It's freaking fire. There's really not that much into it. So first I'm going to teach you the hollow clop, which is so easy that it's difficult. I know I've probably said that with a lot of sounds, but it's so easy that it's difficult. So the hollow clop sounds like when you hear people do that, that's called hollow clop pattern. Yeah. So basically what you do is you put your tongue like at the middle of your mouth, and you just drop it, or like slap it down at the bottom of your mouth. See how my tongue doesn't touch the top of the mouth? Because that's like how you click your tongue. You don't want to do that. And the way to actually make the sound is something that is still like so hard to explain. It's called hollowing out your throat. So it's like engaging your muscle, like your jaw muscles. Like that's what happens when I hollow my throat, and kind of flex them. And I don't know, it kind of like enlarges your throat, but it's hard to breathe in and out while you do it, because that is the point of it. There's supposed to be no airflow, like in and out. You're just supposed to use the like air already in your mouth, like for the OD bass, for example. I don't know how to do the OD bass. I still haven't learned, but you hollow out your throat. Like if you do know how to do the OD bass, like it's an easy concept for you to figure out, hopefully. What you need to do for the OD bass is you have to just use the air that's already in your mouth to do it. So you're not like pushing air out, that's not what it sounds like because I don't know how to do OD bass, but it's the same concept for the hollow clop. You're just using your tongue and the bottom of your mouth. No tricks or gimmicks with it. Now, if you get that down, you also have to learn is the lip roll, which I'll do like a quick little demonstration. A lot of people, like everybody and their sister, has a tutorial on the lip roll. Like I'll just point you out to one. Rubik. There's a really old one from Void. That's the one that I learned from. And Remix has one. And like, yeah, pretty much everyone. Tyler W also has a pretty good one. But so what I learned from the Void tutorial is basically, if you know how to smack your lips like that, you have to isolate it to one side of your mouth, whichever one of your like preference. I do it on my left side, which the camera is of course mirrored. So, once you start to get them, like start to do it slower, and once you start to get the you're starting to like hear the lip roll sound, you just have to like move your jaw around and your like lips to orient it correctly so that it'll eventually like create the sound. It took me like a couple weeks to learn, I'll be honest, but people have taken like months, even years, honestly. So don't be mad if you don't get the sound in like 6 minutes. So now to add those two sounds together, oh, I just failed a lip roll. I'm a very good beatboxer. So to add those sounds together, you first put yourself in the lip roll position and you do a hollow clop, like just a, and you like sort of do a lip roll at the same time, but not like don't use the same amount of like muscle that you use when actually doing a lip roll. Just like give it a little help. Just and eventually, like if you put your lips tight, a little tighter together, move your jaw up a little bit, or sort of, it really depends on like the shape of your mouth and like overbite, underbite type stuff like that. And eventually, once you get done, you could like lower your jaw a little bit, like just a little bit though, and it'll make it deeper. And like, of course, tighten it, and that's how you like do the pitch, like configure the pitch of it. Now, what else is there? I mean, is a sound that was used by Komodo. That's where I heard it first. But he's like, everybody bounce. That kind of sucked, but I'm sorry, Komodo, if you ever see this. What that sound is a normal lip roll, and you turn it into a hollow lip roll at this like halfway through it, which sounds kind of confusing. But like, so if you understand how to hollow your throat, you just start the lip roll and then hollow your throat out like in the middle of it. So you can see my throat, you do it. So you start, and that's a hollow lip roll combo. If you need any help, which I almost guarantee it, because some parts are a little confusing. I suspect that the hollow clop, like in hollowing your throat, will be the most like confusing part. Yeah, there's really not much else to it. I'll have my Discord tag, which is like the best way to reach me because I'm on Discord like all the time. But you could also shoot me a comment. I might get back to you. That's kind of sad, but I do read all of them. But it might take me some time because I'm also a college student. I'm like in class doing homework or sleeping most of the time. But I'll try to get back to you. But Discord, again, is like the better way to reach me. So